It was one of those nights when the rain didn't just fall. It poured like the sky itself was grieving. Adrian Cross, a 38-year-old single dad and CEO of a major tech company, wasn't supposed to be out that late. But his 8-year-old daughter, Lila, had begged him for hot chocolate after dance practice, and he never said no to her. As Adrian steered his car into the city, the windshield wipers worked overtime. That's when his headlights caught a figure huddled at the bus stop. A young woman, soaked to the bone, clutching a worn-out backpack like it was her only lifeline. Something in her posture, fragile yet stubborn, made Adrian slow down. Lila, peeking from the back seat, whispered, "Daddy, she looks cold." Adrian pulled over. Rolling down his window, he called out gently, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need a ride somewhere safe?" The woman hesitated, her eyes wary but kind. I'm fine. Thank you." Her voice cracked, betraying her exhaustion. But Lila piped up again, "Daddy, she's not fine. Please help her." The woman's name was Alara Quinn. She was a nurse, once proud, once steady, but life had dealt her brutal hands. A hospital cutback had cost her job. Medical bills for her late mother drained her savings, and within months, she had no place to call home. Seeing her shiver, Adrian stepped out of the car and extended his umbrella. "Listen, I don't know what you've been through, but no one deserves to spend a night like this. Come home with us. Just for tonight." Alara's eyes widened. She wanted to refuse. Pride told her not to take charity, but Lila's hopeful smile disarmed her. For the first time in weeks, someone wasn't looking at her like a burden, but like a human being. That night, Adrian gave Alara the guest room. He handed her a warm blanket, a hot meal, and something she hadn't felt in so long, dignity. As she lay in bed, tears rolled down her cheeks. Not because of pity, but because of kindness. She whispered into the dark, Maybe I'm not invisible after all." The next morning, the smell of pancakes drifted through the house. Alara awoke to laughter, Lila's giggles mixing with Adrian's calm voice. For a moment, it felt like she was waking from a nightmare into a dream, but reality hit her fast. She was a stranger in their home, a nurse with no job, no savings, no direction. She packed her bag quietly, ready to slip away. Before she reached the door, Adrian appeared. "You're leaving without breakfast?" he asked softly. "I don't want to impose." "You've already done too much," Alara murmured. Adrian shook his head. "You're not imposing. You needed help and I could give it. That's all." Lila tugged Alara's sleeve. "Stay, please. Daddy burns pancakes when you're not here to help." Something inside Alara broke and healed at the same time. She stayed. Over the next days, Alara found herself blending into their lives. She helped Lila with homework, told stories about her days in nursing, even cooked dinner. Slowly, laughter returned to her voice. But Adrian noticed her haunted looks at night. One evening, he found her sitting alone in the garden. "You don't talk much about yourself," he said. Alara sighed. "Because there isn't much left to tell. I lost my job. I lost my mom. And then, I lost myself. You gave me a roof, but I don't know how to rebuild everything else." Adrian sat beside her. "I know what it's like to lose yourself. After Lila's mother passed, I thought I'd never stand again. But one day, I realized, healing starts with letting others help you." "Let me help you, Alara." She looked at him, really looked at him. His eyes weren't filled with pity but with understanding. And for the first time, she felt safe enough to nod. With Adrian's connections, Alara applied to hospitals again. But it wasn't just his influence. He encouraged her to believe in her worth. She studied, refreshed her skills, and soon, an opportunity arrived at St. Harlow's Hospital, a place known for its compassion. When she got the job, she cried in Adrian's kitchen, whispering, "You didn't just give me shelter. You gave me my life back." And Adrian, placing a hand over hers, replied, "No, you found your way back. I just walk." Months passed. Alara flourished at her new job, admired for her skill and compassion. Lila adored her, often calling her "my second mom." When she introduced Alara to classmates, But something deeper was happening too. Adrian and Alara weren't just sharing a house. They were sharing their lives. Late-night conversations turned into laughter. Stolen glances turned into warmth, and warmth slowly blossomed into love. Still, Alara feared her past. One evening, she confessed, "Adrian, what if people see me as the homeless nurse you took in? What if they think I don't belong by your side?" Adrian took her hands. "Alara, titles don't define worth. You're not the homeless nurse. You're the woman who healed my daughter's loneliness, who reminded me what hope feels like. You belong with us, not because of where you've been, but because of who you are." Tears glistened in her eyes. "And who am I?" He smiled. "The woman I love." Lila, overhearing from the hallway, squealed, "Does that mean I get two parents again?" All three laughed through tears. That night, their little family truly began. Years later, at a charity gala, Alara stood on stage beside Adrian. Now not just a nurse, but the director of a foundation helping struggling healthcare workers. Cameras flashed, but she wasn't nervous. She shared her story openly. "I was once invisible. I was once told I didn't matter. But one man's kindness, and one little girl's heart, showed me that compassion can rebuild lives. Tonight, we dedicate this foundation to everyone who needs that second chance." The crowd gave a standing ovation. Adrian squeezed her hand, pride shining in his eyes. And in that moment, Alara realized, the night she was asked to come home with me wasn't just an invitation into a house. It was an invitation into a future she thought she had lost forever.